one.
Hey guys, I wanted to show you about how you should go about researching for your Be the Change project. So I'm on our Google Classroom page, and mine looks a little bit different from yours, so don't be surprised by that. But down here, so under our prompt writing that we're working on, is our Be the Change assignment, and you'll see your social issues research notes. So you want to click on yours. You have a copy. Your blank one looks exactly like this. You can, of course, do this on paper. You remember where the paper copies are in my classroom. But it is so much easier to do this on your computer. So here you have a spot for you to put your quoted research, your thoughts, reaction, and questions about it, the source, and the date you looked at it. So let's just go do a dry run of finding a piece of research that you might want to use in your letter. If you're not sure what research you need, make sure that you check out our assignment sheet. This is pasted in your notebook in section 4 or section 1 if you're an 8A student. But you want to be looking for things that you can put into these body paragraphs. So, overview, what is the problem and who is affected by it? Counter argument, why people might think the issue isn't relevant, why they're wrong. And then an appeal to action. What should your audience, that's the legislator you're writing to, do about the issues? And what new ideas can you present? So you want to be thinking about what research can you find. You need at least one piece of research per body paragraph. So at the bare minimum, one piece of research per body paragraph, 3 body paragraphs, you need at bare minimum 1, 2, 3 pieces of quoted research. If I'm grading that, bare minimum, that's a C. So you want to have more than that. You want backups, and you also want to make sure that your letter is well researched because you're sending it to a legislator and you want it to be good. So anyway, let's think about you don't necessarily need to know where it goes yet, but I know I want a little bit of background. So I'm going to do my topic, which is Miller-Fisher syndrome. And I'm going to be writing to our new governor, Ralph Northam, and I'm going to be asking him to increase funding for doctor training in for doctor training and diagnosis of rare disorders like Miller-Fisher syndrome. So I just did in this tab over here, I just did a quick Google search for Miller-Fisher syndrome. And I see this right here. It says what it is. It's a rare acquired nerve disease that's a variant of Guillain-Barré syndrome. Fantastic. Now remember, we talked about this in the library. You don't just, highlight this and say oh, Google is my source. You want to hit this link here. So I'm going to hit the link. It'll take me to the National Institute of Neurologic Disorders and Stroke at nih.gov. Do we think this is a good site? I'm nodding. You can't see me because I don't have the webcam on, but I'm nodding. It's a good site. So I'm going to go down here, and it says Miller-Fisher syndrome is a rare blah, blah, blah. All of this look good. So I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to do Control-C to copy. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to put it in my notes. Boom. I will later go in and kind of decide. I'm not going to use this whole paragraph, obviously. I'm going to paraphrase this. But for now, I want the exact quote. I'm going to go over. I'm going to copy the web page. So Control-C to copy the web page. Oops. Put that over here in my website source. And the date I looked at it is today, which is 1/31/18. You would put in whatever date you have there. So here, this is your meat and potatoes right here. This is where you want to put your thoughts, reactions, and questions about it. This paragraph, this box is going to turn into your paragraph. So let's see. This says Miller-Fisher syndrome is a rare acquired nerve disease that is considered to be a variant of Guillain-Barré syndrome. It's characterized by normal muscle coordination, paralysis of the eye muscles, and an absence of the tendon reflexes. Like Guillain-Barré, its symptoms may be preceded by a viral illness. Additional symptoms include muscle weakness and respiratory failure. The majority of individuals with Miller-Fisher syndrome have a unique antibody that characterizes this disorder. So, your thoughts, reactions, and questions about it. I want to make sure that the governor knows that Miller-Fisher syndrome is rare but serious. Words in the quote that can help me tell him it is serious are paralysis, and let's see what else. Respiratory failure. I can include that I experience all of these symptoms, though I didn't get all the way to respiratory failure. Thank goodness. Smiley face. These are just my notes. Obviously, I'm not going to put a smiley face in my letter to the governor. I've highlighted. Wow. The key sentence I think I might want to use in my opening paragraph. I'm going to say my overview paragraph. So if you have an idea of like which paragraph of your letter you might want to use it in, you can put that in this box. These are just your notes about this quote. So anything you put in here is going to be helpful. I'm going to go ahead and highlight this. You don't necessarily need to highlight anything. It's just for me, for myself, for my writing my own thing. That's going to be useful for me. That's how you put a piece of research in. Now, I'm going to show you too. By the way, let me go back to my Google search here. So you want to also vary your sources. So that's a great source, the NIH. And of course, there was more on that page. I'm going to scroll down and see what else I can see here. There's that same article. This is the GBS CIDP Foundation International. This is actually the charity that I would choose. You can see the donate button here. There's a whole thing on research that I'm interested in. I've never looked. This is a blind looking here. Okay, so they fund grants for research. So this is really, let's see. They have research grants available. Let's see. This is what the research is about here. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to go, back over to my notes. And I'm going to pop this in here. This is this one. It just didn't. And it doesn't matter, guys, if you need to put this on like 8 kajillion different pages, whatever you want in order to make it work. Didn't copy all of it. Oh, it's just an F. Type an F. That's no problem. Okay. Website is the... So I'm looking at this, and it's like about this grant program that they have. And I think that might be good in my third body paragraph, the one about what people are doing now. Nope, 18. Did I put 17 in that one too? Nope, okay. So this is just saying like what their research is about and the grants that they give. So the GBSCIDP Foundation offers grant program. That's really cool. There is a ton that people don't know about these rare disorders. The more we can study, the better we can develop treatments. I wanted my doctors to do science. I did. I wanted my doctors to do science with me and learn more, but most doctors don't have time for that. A grant program supports researchers. Boom. So that's going to turn in, and I might put in here maybe third body paragraph. Okay? And you just keep doing that for your information to help you to fill this in. So keep looking at websites. Don't forget about what it's asking you for, and that's all. Thanks, guys.